Ahlullah, in their poetry, have summarized many great lessons for us. And in those poetry, they are the very great inspirations that we get in order to, which propels us to move forward, to become more conscious and to try to work harder. So one couplet of one very pious person, so he says that, लिया है हमने दर्द दिल खो के बहार जिंदगी, एक गुले तर के वास्ते सारा जहां लुटा दिया. What this means is that he says, लिया है हमने दर्द दिल, the muhabbat of Allah Ta'ala, the closeness of Allah Ta'ala, the link and the attachment to Allah Ta'ala. Now that is the ultimate aspiration that should be in the heart of every mu'min. Everything else is secondary. To become close to Allah Ta'ala, to become the friend of Allah Ta'ala, that should be uppermost. Because if he has become Allah's, then everything is his. So how does this happen? What's the procedure? So it says we achieve this. लिया है हमने दर्द दिल खो के बहार जिंदगी. This is a two-way street. You want something, you have to give something. So what's going to be given now? We have to give to Allah Ta'ala. Allah Ta'ala is the creator of everything. Allah Ta'ala is the owner of everything. What do we give to Allah Ta'ala? So we want this closeness from Allah Ta'ala. So to get this, he says, Kho ke bahar zindagi. We gave up all this glitter and glamour of the world, all the attractions and distractions, all the temptations that come in the way, all the things that become a challenge in terms of a person being drawn towards any wrong. So anything and everything that becomes an obstacle in his path, then he is prepared to sacrifice that. He is prepared to put that aside, not to get caught up in that. So the person who continuously keeps doing this, so this is the process by which he will get closer to Allah Ta'ala. Kho ke bahare zindagi. All these things that attract and distract, person now is ready to put it aside. And then he says, ek gule tar ke vaste sara jaha luta diya. Gule tar here refers to the ever-living being of Allah Ta'ala, who is forever in giving his grace and mercy to the creation at all times. So for that one Allah, says we sacrifice the whole world, ready to give the whole world away. In the kalima that we recite, which is the foundation of our iman, La ilaha illallah. So illallah is to gain only Allah Ta'ala, but first a person has to negate everything else. He wants to become only Allah's, so first he will have to say La to everything else. When he will say La to everything else, then he will get close to Allah Ta'ala. So till the person hasn't learned to trample those wrong things that come in the way, say La to all those haram, La to whatever becomes an obstacle in fulfilling the commands of Allah Ta'ala, otherwise, till then he's not going to be able to progress. He's not going to be able to get closer to Allah Ta'ala. So this is the first lesson, that is the very fundamental lesson. The child is barely learning how to say a few words. He's taught to say La ilaha illallah. That's the very first lesson that's come. That first there's La. First there's some negation. There first has to be some sacrifices. And when that happens, when that has been achieved, then illallah will be achieved as well. Allah Ta'ala gives.
अल्लाह अल्लाह कैसा प्यारा नाम है, आशिकों का मीना और जाम है.